the Royal Rumble review.
I like the way you did that, by the way.
I know that was like really fucking intense.
The Royal Rumble review.
It's gonna happen right fucking now. Anybody who I'm not even gonna explain it.
No,
I'm not even gonna explain that.
No. If you know, you know. If you don't, you don't know. But if you want to know, you need to find out. Because the more you know, shooting star.
Threw me off my track there.
I know.
Anyways, so the Royal Rumble. We'll start off with the first match: MVP versus Ric Flair. Before we start with this, I want to talk about the entrance they had set up. It wasn't your traditional entrance. There was no ramp. Basically, it was your Royal Rumble logo on a screen, and the fans were like right there. From what we could tell on TV, maybe like 20, not even 20 feet from the entrance to the ring. It's pretty pimp. I like it.
You had about 4 inches of walkway.
Yeah.
And they had these light tubes almost. I guess we're
basically
actually video.
Yeah, basically the one
video
from Raw.
tubes.
Like if you watched Raw last week.
Very cool. Very cool. Very neat set.
You ready now?
Yeah.
So it saw MVP versus Ric Flair. Everybody knows that MVP was going to lose this match. This will be the theme of the Royal Rumble.
Yeah.
You pretty much knew who was going to win. So that's why I think a lot of people were dogging the Royal Rumble from the get-go. But this was actually a pretty decent match. Yeah. Nothing really special happens in the match. Ric Flair takes a superplex, which is pretty fucking sweet.
Yep.
You saw Ric Flair win via submission, which I'm glad happened.
First of all, we need to tell you that if you watched our podcast, or didn't watch it, but you listened to it, we called all of this.
Yeah.
The entire Rumble, except for one part, which we'll get to later. But we did say Ric Flair was going to win by figure 4. And he did not dominate the match. But yeah, he made MVP tap like a bitch, and that's what Ric Flair needed to do, because he needed to be legitimized again, because this is the man that lost to Fit Finlay, he lost to Carlito, he lost to everyone. Not saying he didn't deserve or needed to, not saying that the people he lost to did not need to, to beat him, but they need to rebuild. I mean, he's a legend, you're always going to love Ric Flair, but he looks like a sissy. But he's not, he's Ric Flair, and he's the 60-minute man.
Wheeling, dealing, son of a gun.
Yeah, that's all you can say.
Your second match was, I'm trying to remember off the top of my head.
It was Edge and Rey Mysterio, right?
Edge and Mysterio.
No, it was Jericho versus JBL.
Yeah, it was Jericho.
How can we forget?
We just roll with we don't have anything written down. We're just going off the top of our head.
No, we just do it. We just do it.
It's kind of like free balling. We're kind of free balling right now.
Yeah. Scripts, run sheets. I don't need that.
You don't have it in your boot?
No, I'm not Shawn Michaels. One time we actually did have it. It was a gag where I did have the run sheet in my boot, and we just forgot. I went home and started to undress to the Stratapad. I'm like, why do I have 4 pages of paper rolled up inside my boot like it's a friggin' map? A little bit of a fun fact.
That was our run sheet, Dick. There was no map.
Well, it was like a pirate map.
Did you try to find the treasure?
Yes.
Just led you right back to my house, didn't it?
It did. Right back to Soundstage 25.
So the next match was JBL versus Chris Jericho. We call it, this one was going to be an outright just ball buster fight.
Yep.
A lot of hard, stiff
If you like to see people get totally messed up in a wrestling match, yeah, this would be it. Chris Jericho bleeds like a stuck pig.
Yeah.
And it's not like, when someone bleeds, they may take, if Joey was to bleed in a match, I might try and protect him a little bit. No, JBL decided to start kicking the living crap out of Chris Jericho at that point.
Punching him right where he bladed.
Yeah, like right in the face. Like, it was awesome.
I'll put it like this. If you've ever, popped a zit, and this is the best way I can do it. If you pop a zit, and, the pressure just, makes it even bleed a lot more. That's what it was. It was JBL would just grab Jericho, just like that. And by the end of the match... Jericho's face, blood all over his face, chest. It looked like when Ric Flair used to bleed in the platinum blonde hair. That's how bad he was bleeding. Yeah. It was all down his chest, just like a ton of blood. It was crazy. And then they had a follow. Oh, if you haven't seen the recap, Jericho won by just wailing on JBL and hitting him in the head from a steel chair. He lost. Well, he lost. He won the match in my eyes because he hit someone with a steel chair. And if you hit someone with a steel chair, even if you're face or heel, you win. And it was great because at the end of the match, he takes a cable and he starts choking. He chokes him twice. He chokes him twice in this match. The first time when he chokes him, Like JBL has a chance. This is the inside.
He's got a little bit of
put his hand in there. Fake
try
it
to help
up.
it, yeah.
Well, Jericho decides he wants to go for round 2, and I guess JBL didn't know what was coming. Jericho just yanks that sumbitch cord, bam, and he's
his hands are flailing everywhere. It was a hoot.
It was definitely a really good match. This feud will probably go on into WrestleMania.
Yeah. Your daughter wants you.
Yes.
Why'd you sound so hoarse?
She's sick too.
She's They left me. What can I do? Don't tell anyone. I'm gonna hurt Joey at the end of this video. It's gonna be awesome. I can't super kick him because it was barred, but I wanted to crouch, but I'm too short to actually do that. I can't super kick him, but what I can do is I don't know, but I'm gonna figure it out, and it's gonna be really sweet. That's all I can tell you. So after I already hurt him, he's gonna see this. Don't tell anyone. Don't tell anyone.
You were talking to the camera, weren't you?
What? I wasn't talking to the camera. What are you talking about? Yeah, I wasn't saying anything about. So don't worry about. Where were we?
We're talking about. We're talking about the next match, which was Edge and Rey Mysterio. Just talking about penguins and stuff. Your generic things.
My daughter,
Skittles,
3-year-old daughter,
candies, all sorts of shit.
Yeah, fair enough.
Fucking awesome conversation. We rocked the shit. It was pretty cool.
Sweet.
So saw your next match was Edge, Rey Mysterio, world title match.
Yep. This was a pretty good. I didn't get. We were at Hooters, so I did miss a little bit, of the match. 'Cause there's so much going on in that crazy place with food and, and people. But the end of the match was pretty awesome because what happens is Vicky Guerrero totally protects Edge from the 619 by covering him up on the outside. She gets whaled in the spine. Yeah, she's supposed to be in a wheelchair, and I guess they're just playing off that she really doesn't need to be in one. So Rey goes for the seated senton springboard off the top rope, and Edge just spears him in midair and just kills him. Awesome finish. Edge looks strong. Vicky Guerrero looked good in this. I mean, of course she wasn't wrestling, but it showed that she could do more than just sit in a wheelchair and talk about how much she loves Edge. And it was good. I mean, I'm looking forward to getting the DVD. Grunt and I decided that we're probably going to make a purchase and buy the DVD and add the Soundstage 25 official DVD library, which I think we only have 2 videos of so far.
We have, pretty much 3.
3 videos.
3 videos.
So, it'll be good. Looking forward to rewatching.
The one thing that did happen in this match, the Major Brothers got kicked out in the first 5 minutes. They weren't even. This was just straight Edge versus Rey Mysterio up until the end.
Yeah.
That was pretty much it. It was a back and forth battle. Classic storytelling. Your heel would go over, then your face, and your heel. It was a good match. Definitely worth watching. Your next match, which a lot of people were looking forward to, was Randy Orton and Jeff Hardy.
Jeff Hardy got his big chance to really get in the limelight, and he did good.
He did do good. This match could have been better. Obviously, we were at Hooters, so it was hard for us to hear, but from what I've heard on other people reviewing it, the crowd really wasn't into it. I know when we were at Hooters, people were popping for it. It was a pretty decent match.
They were not into Randy Orton. I don't know why.
We were probably the only 2 people standing and applauding.
He would do like a rest hold or something. It would be like, that's how you run it. Yeah. That's how you run it.
That's why Randy. That's why you're the world champion. You're kind of a big deal.
Kind of a big deal.
So we really won't get too much into it. Really good match. Jeff did a couple high spots.
Also, once again, we called the finish of this match, and once again, I'm going to name drop and plug. If you did not see Matt Alvarez's Sports Opinion show, you need to go see it.
First off, you should have listened on Saturday. I don't want to hear any excuse except that you were dying.
Yeah.
That's it. That's the only excuse that we will accept.
Yeah.
Other than that, you suck if you didn't listen to it. And we are giving you a chance to make it back up to us.
Yeah.
And we hope that you do.
Yeah.
America, fuck yeah.